back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. I am Sinesipho Yoywane for those who do not know me. I'm from Islansan. So on today's video, I will be sharing my life with you guys. I'm hoping that I can bring hope to someone who feels like giving up. I can bring light, maybe, I don't know, to someone who thinks that it is the end of the road. Child, it's not, it's just the beginning. So talking about those people who have children at a young age. They think that they are never gonna get married. They think that they are never gonna their life is just stuck. It is the end of the road. Because I know when you have a child, you're not only thinking about yourself. Now you have to think about them. You have to put them first before anything else. So I just want to bring hope to you. I hope that this video will change someone's life and they will pick themselves up knowing that it's not the end. It is not the end. You can still build your life with your child, but the difference is that you have a child now, but you can still pick up those broken pieces and still mold and still make that vase, honey. Make that vase. So yeah, let's get to the video. So yeah, when I got pregnant, okay, let me just give you like a glimpse. I'm not gonna be giving like full details of what or how or when or what, but yeah, I'm gonna just give you guys like just a glimpse of everything. So I was staying with my boyfriend, but then I was attending church. I grew up in church all of my life, like all of my life. I grew up in church. That is the only thing where my mom used to, like, apart from maybe tradition or what the only thing I knew, honey, was so yeah. So in the midst of that, I lost my mother in 2014, so I ended up staying alone, which later I stayed with my boyfriend. Yeah? So it was fun, it was okay, sharp. And then yeah, in the midst of that, I was attending a cooking school, but then it was expensive and I was paying out of my own pocket, you see. And then in the midst of that, I think a church there was a conference here. It was fun. I'm still staying with my boyfriend. And then in the midst of that, I remember the pastor was saying that if you know that you have things to sort out, you have to sort them out before you come. He was not like talking to me, but he was like talking to everyone that was there in front, like, and was like, some of you guys have to fix things, and before you come, just fix things, make sure that you are in the right path. And when I went home, you guys, I won't lie, I knew that for the word go, I was like, okay, I'm in sin. I have to stop living with my boyfriend, things, I have to stop drinking, I have to stop going out. So in the midst of that, I managed, but then you can't fix things in the matter of a rush. If I'm making sense, you can't rush things, especially if you're doing them on your own. If you're doing them on your own, you will fail in the midst of doing that. So that's what I did. I did everything out of my own strength, but then I remember praying to God. Sorry guys, sorry. So I remember in the midst of doing that, I was like, okay, God, where do I even begin? I was like, okay, let me just, I won't lie to you guys, that was so hard. It was very difficult because I loved the guy. When I say I loved him so much. I know it sounds wrong. Yeah, I loved him. I remember making a prayer. He was sleeping, and then I was up, and I was like, God, I don't know how to do this, but I need you to help me to get out of out of this relationship. And in that time, everything in that relationship was just going south. The guy was cheating, I was getting hurt, but I still stayed in that relationship. Yo, guys, there was a lot. I don't even want to. That relationship broke me, guys. It broke me, and it left me broke. It left me, when I say broke, gentlizio, my heart was broken, and I was broke, like broke. And I was homeless. And then I remember having, I don't know whether it's a dream or a vision. I was like, God, give me a sign of me getting out of this relationship. I know, right? It sounds stupid, but then I loved the guy and I didn't know, and I felt sorry for him. In a way, I felt sorry for him, but then I was like, God, when you give me this sign, I'm out of here. And I still have to, like, I remember I had started with school, but then I did make those prayers. And I remember the other morning, I'm preparing, I'm going to school. This is now Bible college. I'm preparing, I'm going to school. Like, everything in my life in that year was just going, oh, guys, everything was not right. Everything was not right. Especially that relationship brought a lot of things. Like, okay, fine. Moving on. So I remember making a prayer, and I remember when I had, okay, I'm preparing to go to school. It was when I was just going out. I was leaving my room. In the midst of that, here's this guy whom I call my boyfriend in front of my door with another lady. I know, right? I was so hurt. I was so angry. Yeah, I won't even go into details about that. I went to school. I came back. Fine. We we broke up, and then yeah, things were not going right. Now I was losing my, I'm not even able to pay rent at this stage, but I'm not telling anyone. I'm not even telling anyone at home, thinking that superwoman, I'm strong, I can do this on my own. I remember praying to God to help me to come through. If I can tell you guys, in the midst of that, God has never left me. He has provided ever since then till now. God has been just providing everything to me. And so moving on, now I'm stressed at school. I still have to pay fees, and child, I had to pay fees, and things are not getting right. It affected me academically. In the midst of that, I'm not even that strong. Like, and I'm when I say I'm not strong, like, Andiko, I'm not one of the, like, top, you know. I have to, like, learn, and then the bambizinto for me to, like, pass an exam, whereas there's other people who can just go into an exam and just write. So yeah, in the midst of that, I'm affected at school. My grades are dropping. Everything was not it was not going well. But then I just held on. God provided still. Now I'm homeless. I have a bag. I have to ask people to let me in their rooms. I thank God for everyone who helped me. And may God also multiply for those people. May God help them. Like, may God keep on providing for them. So yeah, so now I'm not focusing on myself. I don't even care. I'm not even noticing what I'm missing, like my periods, what's not there. And like I'm just like, I don't know where. I think if I could say I was depressed, but not knowing, or no, but I was not, I don't know, but I was just not taking care of myself, and I didn't even notice izinto that were changing in me. I just moved on, and then yeah, I was just living, just nje. I was just living. Um, Fast forward, in the midst of that, I'm still in school. I was pregnant. I remember sitting in a hospital bed with this child. Firstly, I want to say I remember going to the hospital, my friends taking me there. I said I won't give like the full details of what happened. I don't want to go into it. I remember my friends rushing me. I thank God for them. I thank God for them. I'm truly grateful. I'm truly grateful for them. I remember them rushing me, like making means for me to get to the hospital. Calling one another. Like when I got there, they were so I got to the hospital. Phew, I gave birth, and then I remember they took my child to I don't know that room. So when they came back, I'm like, I was still dizzy. I'm lost. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Firstly, I don't even have clothes for this child, and I don't know where we are gonna stay. And I remember, I remember her being carried about this nurse, her telling me, yo, you have a beautiful baby. How? And this is what she said, akasem from Tanak. I'm like, yo. And me, I'm like, really? I have a child. What am I gonna do with her? What? And I remember, firstly, before giving birth, I didn't even have a name for my child. I didn't even have a name. You know, it was to tell you that it was just, it was just a mess. um didn't even have a name, and I had to, like, the doctors, when I had to go, like, before to the operation room, they were like, you can't go in there without you having a name for this child. Have a name's like, and then I thought of another name. I was like, but then does not make sense. And then they wrote it. I don't wish to even share that name I gave. I don't even do wish. I'm not gonna even share that name. And then I gave him that name just for me to get in there. They did the thing. I gave birth. It was fine. And now the nurse is bringing this child to me. I'm thinking, what? How? Where are we gonna stay? What am I gonna feed you? Do you hear me, guys? What am I gonna feed you? And yeah, and then it went to, oh, guys, God is a provider. God is a provider. So yeah, and then everything, I had to call it school. Yo, guys, I thank God for the people at my church, and for the friends I had. Some of them, some of them are no longer. Some of them are still are. Um, I thank God. I thank God. Really, I thank God. God just made a way. God just made a way. I remember now, the in hospital. I don't know whether they do it to, like, every hospital. And then they came this other lady who said she was from Home Affairs, and they were taking, like, details. If you want to do a birth certificate for your child, you can do it there by the hospital. So now I was like, can I please change this name that I gave this child? And then They say, yes, it's fine. Then I gave her the name Faith. I gave her the name Faith. That's what her name is. Her name is Faith. And yeah, God provided, guys. God provided. I remember the lead pastors from church coming to see me. I remember when they first called me, wanted to know what happened and how you were in Bible school, and now I had to give like answers to people, and I had to, but then I thank God, they, instead of them judging me, instead of them pushing me away, they just welcomed me. Instead of them, like, when you do something wrong and you disappoint a whole lot of people, people will maybe turn their backs against you. They will want nothing to do with you. Like, everyone in that building, they I thank God. I thank God for my lead pastors. I thank God for my dean at school. I remember them bringing clothes, bringing nappies, like everything. And the following day came a social worker asking me, "Are you giving your child away? Are you giving your child away?" I was like, Ibo. I was like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that." And then she was like, "Oh, okay. I thought you're giving her away." I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm staying with her." And then I remember she came back, and then they took us to this other house. I had a home there. In that house, guys, when you sin and when you do wrong to God, but then He just shows you love. He shows you that He still cares, and He will still provide for you in the midst of you doing your own thing, in the midst of you God just provided. I was treated like a queen there, me and my daughter. I had my own room. I had my own things. Like, they were bringing food to me. They were serving me. Like, guys, this time I'm supposed to be like staying outside. This time I'm supposed to be ill-treated, those things. But then God is like, "Listen, my daughter, I still love you, and I will still take care of you." Yeah, guys. Yeah, God provided. This is like a glimpse of what happened. I think I can, because this video is gonna be long. I'm gonna have a part 2 of this name. I will have a part 2 of this. God just showed me love, guys. God showed me love. I don't know who is gonna be listening to this video. I don't know when are you going to be listening to this video, but I pray that in the midst of you listening to this video, you may know that there is a Father, and He will always take care of you. I'm talking to you, young person who has a child, who has now dreams that are delayed, who has, like, everything in your life is not going well. You just blaming your child. Just stop, child. Just stop. I want you to love that child. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to know that you can do it. You can make it. God is going to be with you every step of the way. He is a provider. He is always willing. I know that there is a scripture in Jeremiah 1 where He says that before you were, I knew you. Before, like, you were in your mother's womb, and I still knew you. I'm talking about that God. I'm talking to a providing God. Now I feel like preaching, child. No, I won't be preaching, but I just want you guys to know that it is not the end. Things are just gonna be delayed, maybe, but I want you to pick yourself up, look yourself in the mirror, and know that you are still beautiful. Know that you are still that young girl that can still overcome. Love your child, guys. Love your child. Never mind if the mother is not there. Never mind if the father is not there, not present. Know that you holding that child is just a miracle. I know that a lot of times people will say that you just had a child because you had unprotected sex, you have a child because you had unplanned, those kind of things. But I want you, and they will say that it's not a mistake. You know what? Your child really is not a mistake, is a blessing. When I say your child is a blessing, that child is a blessing. I look at myself, I'm like, I feel like sometimes I'm in a movie when I watch her like doing all kinds of stuff, like the growth, how she's growing, and how, guys, there's a lot. But then I will continue, guys, on another video. I hope that you will be empowered. I hope that you will live in love, live in light, and you will love yourself. Till the next time, guys, have yourselves a good day, afternoon, good night. I love you guys. Bye.